There we go. Oh my gosh, wow. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. You are welcome here. I'm so excited to see you all on this chilly Florida morning. Looking lovely today. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving. Wonderful, wonderful. All right. Well, I am Reverend Cindy Grimes. How many first time visitors do we have? We have one. Anybody else? Two. Okay, wonderful. Y'all know to love on our visitors, right? A little extra, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you. All right, well, let me tell you a little bit about this place, who we are. It's here at Centers for Spiritual Living Ocala. And I'm trying this one. This is on this time. Oh, thank you. Maybe just go ahead. Good morning. It's not advancing. So I don't know if I need a. Okay, there we go. You can go again. Try it now. Still, there we go. All right, great, great. So our vision here at Center for Spiritual Living Ocala is that we are a model center for spiritual living as evidenced by the transformational impact we have on our spiritual community. That means all of you here, right, and everybody watching at home, and then as it ripples out, right, to our other communities. So as your life starts to work better, that means that we are doing what we came here to do. And what that also says, we are a model center for spiritual living. That's to tell you that there are other centers for spiritual living located all over the world. Most of them are in the U.S. We are, I believe, the first uniquely American religion. And it didn't actually start out as a religion. It started out as a teaching philosophy where the founder thought that people would come and learn, kind of like you go to university and then you go and you do your thing. But, you know, if you're a Methodist or you're an Episcopal, you're going to go to another faith to learn more? Probably not. So it ended up becoming its own faith. So here we are. And our vision is that we are among the best, that we're leading the edge here. And our mission is to empower individuals to awaken to the power and presence that lies within and all around them so we can live our best lives. Now, what that is saying is that this thing we call God, and some of us use other words for it, some of us don't like that word. You can call it the universe, call it energy, call it source, creator, spirit, whatever you want to call it. That thing is right here, right now. Because if God is all there is, there's no way you can keep it out, right? That means that we are each the eyes and ears, the feet, the hands, the heart, the voice of spirit itself. And that's a really beautiful thing. So that's what we're waking ourselves up to that, and then hopefully it just keeps on rippling out. So that is our mission. And then our values are very important because that kind of tells you what an organization is about and what people are about is what's important to them. So these are our values. And a little FYI, we are looking at re-examining those values and making sure that they are the values that represent this community as we are today, because these are the values that we came up with 10 years ago when I became the minister here. So we want to make sure that we are on track with who we are today. And so we're going to invite everybody to participate in choosing our new values, and there'll be a little bit more about that later. But I'll invite you to say these along with me. Number 1, spiritual growth and practice. Love, appreciation, community, freedom, creativity, health and wholeness, generosity, and financial well-being. Well done. Very well done. Great. All right. So this year, we have been doing the foundations of the teaching of what we share here at Centers for Spiritual Living, and it's called the Science of Mind. And there are lots of courses in our tradition, in our teaching. And so the foundational course had 10 core principles. And what we did was take those 10 core principles and the practices that go with them and spread them out throughout the year so everyone could have a good grounding and understanding of what it is that we teach. So we are at the end of this inquiry for the year, and we are ending with joy and celebration. Joy as the principle and celebration as our practice. And we are also celebrating today in particular the idea of sacred service. See, every week is something different here at the center. The first week of the month, we share spiritual practices that people use in their day-to-day lives so we can live those wonderful lives, right? Whether it's breathing practice, whether it's yoga, or it's feng shui perhaps, or sacred giving of your time, your talent, your treasure. There's so many practices that we can use. So we give people kind of a hands-on of how to do those practices. And that's what happens in the first week of the month. Second week is a more traditional Sunday service, what people are used to when they go to church. So there's a speaker and the chairs are lined up in the usual way. And then third Sunday, we have circle conversations where we take the topic of the month and we do an overview, and then we split out. We go into small groups and discuss them. And then the last week we do psychedelic dreams and rituals with Galen Grigas, who is a therapist that specializes in psychedelic therapies. So every week is a little bit different. If you've been here before and you say, wow, it didn't look like this when I came before, because it's always different. So as I said, today we're celebrating sacred service as a spiritual practice. And so what does that mean? What is sacred service? I found this wonderful little essay from a Unity church. I think it's from Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And they gave a beautiful summary. So I just want to pick some bits and pieces of this to share with you. So what does it mean to serve? Sacred service is our way to respond to the desire we feel deep inside to lose ourselves in divine love. Did y'all hear that? Sacred service, right? That we all have this desire to be part of something bigger. And sacred service is a way that we can do that. It is a path to living through our higher self rather than the ego. Sacred service is a path to oneness with all creation as we join with many others to shower our earth and all its inhabitants with the divine love that flows through us. Service is transformational. As our inquiry deepens, we realize that in helping others, we help ourselves. How many of you know that is true? Right? The more we do for others, right? We can't help but as we lift others, we lift all, including ourselves. It's just a beautiful thing. To contribute to positive social change is to truly transform our own inner journeys. An important inner transformation occurs in each of us when we rearrange our priorities to act on instincts of generosity rather than those of self-centeredness. So that's what it means to be in sacred service. It's to put your ego on the back burner and to do something that is holy for somebody else. Right? Without even expectation of thanks. It's just to do the thing that is in you that you need to do. Right? That's yours. We become more attentive to the interconnectedness and interdependency of our world and therefore act with greater mindfulness and compassion. We become more attuned to the magic and beauty of life, and we grow in sensitivity to the circumstances, desires, and needs of the people whose lives touch ours, even incidentally. Above all, service has a way of producing humility. When we honestly seek no reward for our gifts, not even an expression of gratitude, we act with true selflessness. We set aside our own circumstances, redirect our personal desires, and offer ourselves to the greater whole to which we all belong. We lose ourselves in something more vast than ourselves, and in doing so, we begin personally to experience the infinite inner peace and joy that every human being is seeking during this life. Sacred service is a royal entry into a well-lived, joyful lifetime. And there we go, circle right back to joy, which is what we're talking about this month. And so here's a few quotes that I found. The first one is really just kind of a summary of that first thing that I read to you. I love this. This comes from a Jesuit priest, and he says, service is what prayer looks like when it gets up off its knees and walks around in the world. Right? Anybody else get sick of hearing about thoughts and prayers whenever there's a disaster? You know, it's really about what do we do? What can we do to prevent that? What can we do to help one another when we are in the midst of it? Right? Sacred service is walking prayer. And then Gandhi said the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Yeah, absolutely. So who can serve? Right? Who can serve? Do you have to be a certain age? Do you have to have certain talents? Absolutely not. Martin Luther King said it this way: everyone can be great because everyone can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and verb agree to serve. You only need a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love. Right? So anyone can give. Anyone can give. And we invite that. And I hope that as you all are served or feel like you are spiritually nourished by this place, that this may be the place that you serve, that you give back. But if you're not giving back here, that's okay. Give wherever it is that you are called to give. If that is being at the homeless shelter or being with abused animals or whatever that thing is that opens your heart, that gets that giving in motion, that's what you need to be doing. That's what you need to do. That's what will fulfill you and again, lift all of us together. I love this quote, or this idea, that wealth among traditional people is measured by having enough to give away. And when we're talking about wealth and prosperity, we mean it in every aspect of life. It's not, it's not just money, right? We can be wealthy in a lot of ways. We can be prosperous in a lot of ways that have nothing to do with money. And it's not about how much you have, how much you hold on to, or how much you can hoard, but how much you give. And I love this idea that the wealthy person is the one who has the most to give away, right? They give from their overflow. So, it's time for you to come up, Cole. So we have this fabulous, wonderful, amazing volunteer coordinator who sits there very quietly in the back at the tech table. He's a man of few words, but of wonderful talent and a great, big, beautiful heart. And that is true of so many people here that give here. They don't come up front because this is my gift. This is what I like to do. This is fun for me. Anybody else have fun being in front of a room? There's a few of us, a few others, right? But a lot of people, not so much. And they give, they stay in the background and they give their gifts from there. And Cole is one of those people. I'm just so thrilled that of your willingness to stand up here and to share. But Cole is our volunteer coordinator. So when you plug into our community, plug in with Cole and he will help put you in the place where you need to be. He is. He's still hiding. Come over here. Where the camera can see you. Say hi to all of our friends at home.
Hey everyone. So my name is Cole, and just like all of our other volunteers here, I wear multiple hats. I'm the volunteer coordinator. I also help with tech and everything else, maintenance, facilities, etc. So, without further ado, alright. So first I would like to recognize our minister.
Oh,
She did start as a volunteer at choir.
absolutely.
Yes, and then now she is our minister. So she is the heart of the center. She gets the Heart of the Center award.
Wow, I didn't know I was getting anything. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What I, and let me just stand up here again for a sec, right quick. That's so beautiful. Did you make these?
Yes.
This has all been a surprise for me, so I was surprised
Nobody
as
knew.
anybody else. People didn't know. He's been there working like a little elf, making these beautiful things. But he's right. I did start out as a volunteer. This has been my spiritual community for 20 years. And when I walked in, some of you have heard the story. Like, if you'd asked me, I'd tell you my life was fine. And within a few months, everything just started falling apart. And it was an opportunity for me to use the things that I was learning here at the center in my life in real time. And things changed so dramatically, so amazingly, that I jumped in with both feet. I started taking classes, and Reverend Peggy, kind of tapped me as a minister. She knew, and I kind of knew inside too. And so here I stand now as the leader of this community. But I volunteered for many, many years. I think I'm the only one now that gets paid, actually. Well, over there, we got another one that gets paid some too. But I'm going to invite whoever comes up here to share maybe why they volunteer. Why they volunteer. I do, and I stay a part of this community because it has given me so much, and I can't help but give back. So thank you for my lovely gift.
Oh, you're welcome. All right. So these awards are for the volunteers who are active in the community, and I believe we have about 21, 22 volunteers, active volunteers. So let's start out with Keith Brown. Come on up.
Miss Keith.
He helps with a lot of things too. So events, grounds, he helps with a lot.
First off, I want to thank everybody in this room just for being part of a community. And that's the reason pretty much why I do what I do. When I first got here, I was asked, well, where do you think you want to plug in? Here or there? And my reply was, anywhere I'm needed. Whatever you need me to do, I'm here to share love. And just do what I have to do to help my community grow, and whatever it takes. That part too. Anywhere I'm needed, I'm there. Thank you.
All right, so the next one, she helps out on everything too, and she just helped me out this morning. And she helps out a lot of the community as well. And we're so grateful for her. Karen Murray. You guys film me. Here. Uh, ah, it's a, I've known Norma and Donna for a long time. And I used to come and I didn't come now I'm here. And anywhere I can fill in, I do. Sometimes it's like, whoa, wow, we did a lot today. And it's, it fills me. And takes place with other areas in my life that are a little bit of a mess. But I just know I can come back. Yeah. Thank you.
She was here at 9:15 this morning, set up tables and chairs before anybody else was here, right? Did you set off the alarm too? Oh, not today.
All right, so another one who helps out with events is Sam Cox. And pretty much everything else she helped with the grounds too before. Yeah.
Before what?
Well, I just want to say thank you. I really was not expecting this. My life's been a little crazy, so I just kind of hop and fill in where I can, and it's definitely appreciated because this is not something that I've ever had before. So it's really nice to be a part of a community that genuinely cares so much, and I'm glad that I'm able to give back right now. So, thank you.
All right. So this one is the person who actually invited me to the center 9 years ago. Will be 9 years ago in a few days, actually. Christina Hatfield is our social butterfly, so she gets the social butterfly award.
This is beautiful, Cole. Thank you so much. Oh, this community has been my home since I stepped into it. The first time I came, well, apparently well over a decade. I've been saying a decade, but Cole's been here for 9 years, so it's well over a decade. And the first time I stepped in and felt the love and the light coming from the people here, I knew that this was my spiritual home that I didn't even realize I'd been looking for. And kind of like Cindy said, shortly thereafter, about 6 months later, my whole life fell apart, and it was kind of like a relief to be here. You know, I could sit in the back and I could just cry, and people would just hug me, grab my hand, let me know they were there. Nobody cried. Nobody made me feel weird about crying. It was just a safe space, and it's been that way ever since. And I give because I love this community so much, and it helped me so much. I just want it to keep going and help other people the same way. So thank you.
And what do you do?
Thank you.
What do you do?
Oh, what do I do? I have the welcome team to make sure everybody here feels welcome. We set up the coffee. We do the tithes and offerings. We make sure chairs are set up. There's a lot. I'm assistant for I'm on the leadership council, so I'm part of the council of people that helps make the decisions and make sure things stay nice and flowing and loving here. And I occasionally step on the stage or sit in a circle and facilitate circles here at Circle Sunday, so that's really nice too. So that's about it. And I just yeah, run around like a social butterfly and make sure everybody gets everything that they need, pretty much. That's me. Thank you. Thank you all for being here and being part of my family.
Don't go too far. So the next one, he started out as youth when I started here. Now he is helping out with the kids. It's Dalton Hatfield. He's not here right now, though. Can you just grab the pin?
My son's 16 and he grew up here. We started coming here when he was like 3, 4, 3, yeah. And he only recently started volunteering. And his friends were There you go. It's been a joy for me to watch him. He started volunteering with the kids in the back, and last week we had an event that he helped clean up and everything. He's a quiet one, and but he really likes being here, and really, it was just warmed my heart to watched him just grow and be part of it now. So, thank you. He'll be sad he missed this. We had a long Thanksgiving weekend with my parents. We just got in at like 2 in the morning, so he's like, I can't get up, Mom. I'm sorry. He said, bring me food. So I'll be happy to give this to him. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So this next volunteer is part of our Joyful Expression, and she also helps out a lot. Jameson Stephen.
And where would you
Just
do?
because of how much fuel and love that this place gives me, it's almost like in my nature to give it back. Um, you make my heart so full. I always like to stay to the end. I feel like that's what I can offer is I love to stay and help up and clean up. So
What else do you do? You do more than that. Sing.
oh, that's part of it. Oh, I sing in joyful expressions, and I love to be able to express my love. Dude, sorry, I didn't know I was supposed to come up here today. Suck.
Also, if you want to pass and not come up here, it's okay. It's totally okay. I can hand you the microphone, or you can just pass. All right, so let's see here. All right, so this person is actually fairly new. Oh, well, he's been coming here, but he is starting a community garden. Daniel Freeman. And he's getting the Seed Starter Award.
Well, thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. I've only been here for a few months, but I really love this community, and the reason that I want to start a garden is also to give back and to ensure that everyone has access to safe, clean food. There's flyers on the table right there, if anyone's interested. We've got one more week.
Okay, so the next one is another one of our quiet people over there at the back, usually working remotely or not even here sometimes. But she is the person behind the fancy graphics that we have in PowerPoint, and then the newsletter. She's also the one making them pretty. So, I Make Pretty Things Award, Lori Davis.
So I wasn't initially going to come up here because there's a reason why I'm in the back. I make things pretty from behind the scenes. But thank you guys so much. I've been here since I was a little kid, since my mom came here. It really saved our family, honestly. And just growing up here and seeing how it's evolved is just really beautiful, and I can't wait to see what else happens for our little center, who's not so little anymore.
Thank you. All right, so the next one, he just started volunteering, and he actually is one of our board members, and he did a lot just during the beginning of this year. I'm talking about installing TVs and covering up the fireplace thing.
The chimney,
yeah. David Grigas, the Trailblazer Award.
Well, it has been an incredible year, series of professional and personal ups and downs. I like to say there's a lot of ups and downs in the elevator business. But you know, my why is I have to give back. It's part of my program. It's service work, giving back. Um, Having something to give and nowhere to give it can be as much as a problem as needing something and not having somewhere to get it. So that has been my drive and that has been my goal. I came to a center very similar to this approximately 30 years ago. I was in a lot of trouble. The elevator went way down on that one, all the way to the basement. And I was able to put it all back together, and I believe in these teachings. And I would ask that I would like to thank everyone. I'm not going to single anybody out because there were so many people. I was sitting at that desk over there for the better part of the year, and there would be little fairy people cleaning and bushing and shoveling and moving wood. And I mean, I saw people lugging wood out to the street during the storms. And whoever's in the sound of my voice right now, wherever you are, out on the internet, whoever volunteered ever in the history of this organization, I would like to thank you. And anybody who currently volunteers now, and anybody who would decide going forward to volunteer for this organization, I would like to thank you very much. And I gratefully appreciate the time that I've been able to spend here and what we've been able to accomplish together.
Tell about your role on the board.
My role on the board. Oh, I'm the treasurer. So I, handle the money, finances, enter all the data, donations, and bring it to the bank, make sure there's enough, write the checks, and all the things that a treasurer would normally do. And that seems to be a passion of mine, is fiddling with numbers. Somehow I've been compelled to do those types of things, and a variety of other things. But yes, and yeah, thank you very much. Accountability, yeah, that's that is one of my things here, being accountable and holding others accountable. So, and holding myself accountable. So that's what integrity is to me. Thank you.
Some of our volunteers are still on holiday, which is wonderful. So I want to mention the ones who are not here right now. So one of them is Valerie Dombrowski. She cleans the center every Sunday morning. She gets here at 9:30, and then she cleans everything. And then get everything set up too.
Is she here?
Perfect timing.
Oh.
But yeah, she volunteers every Sunday to clean. I know she has a cleaning business, but she still comes here and gives her skills and talent to us. And then we have one of our, actually, one of you can get this one. All right, so Talia Brown is another one who helps out a lot in events and the grounds, basically. So, and the kids. So she does a lot too. So if either Keith or Pam could come up here and get it, okay. All right. So what if this person helps in the kitchen? If you've been here every Sunday, Wilma usually does the cooking in the back, and she helps her out. It's Mercy.
Mercedes.
She's not here
Mercy's
right
not
now.
here.
Yeah. So if you're not here right now, you can contact me, and then I can give you your awards. Since I started with the kitchen stuff, another person, unfortunately, is not here. Is Wilma. She's the one who comes here every Sunday and cooks for everyone. So she's getting the Nourishing Hand Award. So the next person, also in the kitchen, and she pretty much headed the events, the food for the events. Paula, where are you at? Is she here?
Paula.
Paula. It's okay.
Shay Paula.
So she's getting the Strictly Delicious Award.
love it. I absolutely love it. I landed here in April because I ran away from all the hurricanes down south. And I've worked a lot of places and lived a lot of places and had a lot of flavors. And I particularly feel very comfortable here because everyone, including everyone, is trying to heal and trying to better themselves and uplift the world. They care. Service has always been instilled in me, and it's a wonderful place to be, to serve. Spirit. I thank everybody. It's been an adjustment. I'm a little controlling. I want things my way. And food is definitely one of my love languages. It's good to be here, and thank you all.
All right, so the other volunteer, the other person who helps out a lot during events, especially in the kitchen, is Angel. She is not here right now, though. All right, so before I give out the star... Oh, okay, yeah. Come on. She's getting the Culinary Orchestrator Award. But she does the behind-the-scenes organization and all that stuff. All right, so before I do the Star Volunteer Award, I want to give a little bit of a background in this one, a little bit of a story. So I was thinking, stars, constellations, that would be the theme for this volunteer award. And I was telling Lori about it, and she told me that apparently Darren, if you know him, he said that he wanted to do constellations for the Foundation's project. And I was like, I did not know that. So since he's not here, he was here all the time, an hour before even the volunteers come here. So he comes here to set up, and he helped out a lot in every way he can. So I would ask Donna and or Norma to come up here to get us a word for him. And it has a little peanut butter.
Darren didn't use words unnecessarily, and he was very much a black and white person. And I remember when he was taking foundations, and he said, Miss Donna, I finally get it. We're all in it together. And we have a tapestry at Phoenix that we've been coloring in as a community. Just people come and I say, lend your energy to the tapestry. And people color it in. And he wanted to do that for his project. And when Darren left the planet without completing the project for foundations, we had brought it out, and people were coloring this thing in, and he got to see it really, really, really colored in before he decided to leave. So the fact that he chose his tapestry was a constellation. Thank you guys so much.
Peanut butter.
It was always so random. I'm like, it's so weird, Darren. Why? But peanut butter, oh my God, thank you, Cole.
All right, so the moment we've been waiting for. Actually, should I save that for the last? I think I'll save that for last. That's all right. All right, I'm going to. So this one is for the people, the volunteers who have been volunteering for consistently at least 5 years. And they have taken leadership roles here at the center. So one of them, over there at the back, Rich Jensen. This is called the Steadfast Dedication Award.
Thank you very much. And my name is Rich. I am rich. And I am rich because I volunteer here. It's part of my spiritual program to give back to this center, to everyone that's here, that has helped me throughout the years. And I learned that way back when I first started in a 12-step program, giving back and helping others. And that carried over once I got into a spiritual community. And it is just something that I need to do. It's part of what I do, and I enjoy it so much. And appreciate every one of you. Here or here since 2016, I would say.
Thank you, Rich. He also wears many, many hats.
Wow.
All right, next one is Norma. She has been volunteering here for how long now?
I think I got it out of me. When did I say that to me? I have enjoyed every minute of my service here at the center. My various roles. I think just being a friend is my favorite. You know, because everybody that comes into this door, I try to meet them face to face and hug them and whatever. And that, you know, I've been treasurer, I've helped in the kitchen, I've done a whole bunch of other things. I've never worked out in the yard, I can't claim that. But just trying to make friends with everyone that comes here and grow in our community has been my favorite part of service here. And I say it's service, but it's actually fun. And I think I think I first was voluntold to do things here. Emmanuel is 17 years. Yeah, 17 years. And thank you guys for all of this.
All right, and of course, the next one is Donna Andervis.
Steadfast dedication, of course. The reason I volunteer, and I do wear many hats too, but you know, it's just one hat really, and it's just love of community. That's really all we do. We just love you guys a lot. You wouldn't believe how many times I'm up, like checking the chat to see if somebody needs prayer or what do we, you know, haven't heard from this person in a minute, or all of these things that we do, and yet we feel like it's not enough. Like, you gotta do more, gotta do more. Oh man, this person fell on the wayside. All of these things that you think about, but you do it because of the love of the community. And honestly, I'm kind of selfish. I'm doing it because I love myself. And in order for me to grow, I need community. And y'all are it, so you're stuck with me. Yay, it's good news. So thank you guys so much every time, man, every time. You guys are my brothers and sisters, and you will hear me call you sister or brother from time to time. It's because I have chosen you there in my heart, and I feel like we all come from the same, the one mother, the one father. So you are sisters and brothers of mine, so thank you.
Which departments do you
Oh, which departments? Oh boy. Okay. So I'm the other paid position here as a part-time admin assistant in the office, trying to get the whole ship going and running. I also am a practitioner here of the Science of Mind teaching. I love this teaching so much. I'm headed to ministerial school at some point. Not sure when that's going to happen. I love to support Cindy because I believe that she is standing in front of, she is standing against the hurricane that is the old system. And so we stand next to her and hold her in place, you know. And I mean, my dedication to this woman is like, yeah, yeah. When you walk your talk, yo, I will follow you. That's what it's about. And she's out there actually doing it. And, you know, I'm a PK. I'm a Peaches kid. I grew up in church. I've seen people who don't walk the talk and what can happen. And we are the testament of her walking that. And we stand behind you, honey, every step of the way. Yes, I do also. I perform. I do everything, y'all. I just plug myself in wherever I can go in. I'm like the water that goes into that glass. I'm part of the oxygen of the space because I want to know what's going on. And if something's happening to my home, I need to know what's happening. And this is a second home for me. I don't care where I go. This is my second home. This is my extended family. So I do all of it. So if you want to know what's going on, ask me. If I don't know, I know somebody who probably knows. So, yeah.
All right, so the next one is another quiet person, also on the board, Aaron Connors.
Oh.
That is cool. Thank you so much. I've always been like a lifelong volunteer ever since I was a kid. And I swear it was like my mother who mainly got me into it and actually led me here. It was like I started really volunteering when my mother was diagnosed with muscular dystrophy. Like volunteer, do something, give back to others rather than feel sorry about something that can't be changed. And I just started volunteering everywhere. And I found this place after I moved from Vermont down to Florida, and didn't really know what I was getting into when I came here. But I found myself coming back week after week, and me just being in my nature. It's like, okay, I offer to start helping pick up the chairs, or to pass out papers, or whatever needed to be done. And I mean, it's progressed. Like I'm now secretary on the board, part of the welcome team. I run the bookstore and the lending library. I'm on Joyful Expressions, and I'm here, there, every which way. And this place has become my home. And I just thank you.
All right, so for this next one, he was when he was here. I mean, he just moved to Orlando, so but he also said that if we need help after the storm, just to let him know, so he can come here and take care of the grounds. And he was very active when he was still here in Ocala, and it's Jeff Smith. Another person who is the lead of the grounds team is Tiffany Evans. She's also not here today, but she also wore a lot of hats. So events, she helped a lot. She's also one of the board members. All right, so
Give it to Tiffany.
all right, so for the Star Volunteer Award, so I sent out a survey a few months ago and asked the community to nominate somebody to be the Star Volunteer. And one of the comments that I really like why they nominated this person is she's well-rounded, because she is. She helps out in every single thing, events, anything. She's always here. So let's give a round of applause to Pam Brown.
Thank you, guys. Well, I wouldn't be here if you guys weren't here. So, yeah, I went from being super shy, not doing anything, to leadership, to grounds, to performance, to go in a big sky, like endless. And endless opportunities and new experiences. It's a big part of my healing. And I see each and every one of you as I am healing. And you guys are all growing and doing what you're supposed to do. Just thank you guys. Thank you.
All right, so everybody said why they volunteered. I did not yet. So I'll go ahead and, huh? Oh yeah, a lot. So I came here to volunteer because I found a home, just like what Donna said a while ago, and so I've been coming here since 2015 when Christina dragged me over here. She's like, it's not your typical church. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. So I came here and there was an Eddie Watkins concert. And she's like, give it another shot, go to a regular service. So the next service was the Burning Bowl ceremony, and that got me. And I've been coming, and then I came, and then I went away, and then I came back, and then went away, and I was like, you know what? I want to volunteer. So one of the reasons why I volunteer is because of tech. So right now, my job doesn't have a lot of tech work, so I'm like, okay, I'm itching to have, tech experience and tech, pretty much tech, anything tech. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and volunteer and help Rich out with tech. And then now I'm a volunteer coordinator as well, on top of everything else. But I would like to thank all of our volunteers and all the people over here. And if you have that calling to offer your services, let me know and I can plug you in. So if you're passionate about gardening, for instance, we need a lot of people for helping out with keeping up with the garden. And then events, we also need people for events, a lot of people for events. Kids too. So we do have a kids area in the back, and we need somebody to just make sure that the kids are safe. Yeah. that one. And then if you do want to help out with the kids, that's Donna, back there. All right, so I think we're done.
Report's done. Well, yes, let's give him a big hand. I didn't make Cole's gift. I didn't make it, but I knew he wasn't going to make something for himself, obviously. So this is just a little. You did? You made yourself something? Well,
It's actually
awesome. Let's see what you made yourself.
So I engraved all of these, so I needed to test to make sure that it actually shows up. So I just did, not sure what I'm doing, but it works.
Oh, that's awesome. It's just a little something for your creative juices. What a wonderful community. Thank you so much. Thank you. I don't know, what moniker do we give him? Jack of all trades? What was that other thing you said on there? Not sure what I'm doing, but it works. Okay, that works. Thank you, Cole, and thank you, everybody. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I just wanted to add this real quick. I lovingly call all these volunteers teams because there's no way to keep them straight. So I'm like the team that takes care of welcome, the team that takes care of the grounds. And there's a face for every team because I don't talk to all the teams, right? I usually talk to the person that I'm looking at. And so I just want to acknowledge those who are the face of that particular team because you know that I'm usually tapping on your awareness going, so where's the blah, 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 blah? And they're like, oh God, where is it? Let's talk to, and these people step up in the background and sometimes there's stuff within their teams happening, interpersonal stuff going on, and these people are holding high watch for their teams. And sometimes they're doing conflict resolution and all kinds of stuff in the background. So I just wanted to acknowledge those who hold for their teams.
Stand if you're a
If
team
you're
lead.
a team lead and you know you on that chat, y'all be getting the darn message at 2 o'clock in the morning. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so, so very much. Because without them, admin would have no clue how to wrangle in everybody. The wrangler of cats, I love you.
Thank you. We good? The Queen Wrangler. We say that about spiritual community. You know, a lot of independent folk here. Don't tie me down. Don't put me in a box. So it is a lot like wrangling cats, isn't it? Whew. All right. I love this prayer from St. Francis. You know, it's kind of my touchstone. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. And where there is sadness, joy. So that is an invitation to everyone here, whether you volunteer here or you share your light someplace else, this prayer. And then so I'm just going to invite you all to just take a few moments to contemplate the question. What gifts do you have to share with this community and the community as it ripples out? So just take a minute to kind of go within and do a scan, an emotional scan and inventory of the qualities that you have that make you who you are. Sensitive to the feelings of joy and passion that accompany that authentic gift that you have to give and to share. So as you bring that gift to mind, think about where you might share it, either in this community or out in the world. And I invite you to do that and make that part of your spiritual practice as we go into this new year. That little quote comes from Dennis Merritt Jones, who is an author within our movement and lives in Florida, so we will have him here next year. Yeah, looking forward to that. So thank you again. Thank you, Cole, for all that work you did to put together those beautiful gifts, and we just appreciate everyone so much. So after this, we've got food, we've got a cake over there, we've got some sandwiches and stuff. And well, let's wrap this up and then we'll bless the food and go from there. All right. So this is the time in our service where we celebrate our abundance, you know, our generosity as a community. And so I invite you to do this affirmation. If you feel so called to just say it along with me, you're welcome to do that. It is the nature of life to give of itself, as it is the tree's nature to bear fruit and the flower's nature to bloom. It is my nature to share the gifts of my time, talent, and treasure. I participate in the divine flow of life, giving generously and receiving abundantly. I am blessed and I am a blessing. I am grateful. And so it is, and so it is. And so there are lots of ways that you can give to this community. We exist because of the giving of this community. There's nobody else giving us money, right? There's no, like, the organization doesn't give money to us. We exist because of the people that give here. And so we invite you to do that. And if you don't have it with you right now, if you want to give to us later, you can do this text to tithe. It's a wonderful way to do it. And so once you program that number into your cell phone, you just put the amount of money you want to send us, and it goes right from your account to ours, and it's a beautiful thing. Or you can go to the website. You can give that way. We also have a little kiosk out there where you can use your card and swipe it if you don't have cash. But thank you. We appreciate your gifts, and we honor each and every one of you in whatever way you give, whether it is giving of your time and your talent, or giving of your financial treasure. And we have lots of people that do that here as well to keep things going, right? We have light bills and roofs to replace and all kinds of things to do. New flooring that needs to go down. Lots of stuff happening in our community. All right, and there is also prayer requests. If you have something that is weighing on you, something that you would like a little extra prayer support, would like for Donna and Norma, the practitioners, and then other ministers, Galen and myself, Reverend Peggy, we pray over these prayer requests and just hold high watch for you and know the highest and best as we put it out there into the universe and give thanks, right, for what is to come because we know that it's already on its way. Okay, so if you need a prayer request, there's some up there. We put them in the basket, and we will pray on those. So take a moment to turn within. We just give thanks for so many things, for the beautiful people here, for all that is given, for all that is shared. I just give thanks for all of it, for this beautiful community and the work that we continue to do in the world. And I give thanks for the prayer requests, knowing that the answer to each and every prayer already exists and is manifesting in this very moment. I give great thanks for this community, for the bright light that each person is, knowing that as we go out into this world, each one of us, that we are each making a positive difference and uplifting every life, including our own. And so I release these words with joy and gratitude and great expectation, knowing it's already done. And so it is. So it is. All right. So that concludes this part. Now I'll tell you what's coming up next, and then we'll eat. You ready for that? Okay. So next week we have Bob Sima and Shannon Plummer. They're going to be doing the service, and Bob is a musician. Bob and Shannon are beautiful, amazing musicians, very heartfelt. What does somebody call him, like John Lennon, kind of the New Thought movement or something? He's really remarkable. And after service, they will be doing a breath workshop. And around 12:30 is the breath workshop. There we go. Practical breath work, empowered living through intentional breathing with Bob and Shannon. It's the holidays. Absolutely. Let me go back to that, because the breath, those of you who are in spiritual practice, you know that the thing is to calm yourself, that we can be that calm place, even as the storms and the winds of the world and the crazy of social media and politics and all that stuff is happening, that you can find that place of calm and peace right in the center of your being. And they give you the extra tool that you might need to be able to do that more effectively. You want to add?
And from a nursing standpoint, learning how to regulate your nervous system is key in today's society. So this is one of the best ways to do it, and your breath is always with you. So if you want to learn this modality from people who do it well, come to the breath workshop. There is a cost, a conscious exchange of energy of about $35. And of course, if you don't have that and you still come, there's people who may put that in, but you just never know. Just let yourself be moved and come and learn this modality. It really could save you, seriously, because anxiety has been known to really rip people apart. So if you learn how to regulate that form that you have responsibility for, it'll change everything. And these two are incredible human beings and ridiculously talented musicians.
Awesome. Fabulous. And then the third Sunday, as I mentioned, is Circle Sunday. I already told you about that. The 21st, we are having our holiday variety show right here. If you have a talent that you would like to share, if you want to sing a song or do some spoken word or a dance or whatever your thing is, you're welcome to do that. But see Norma so we can get you on the list. And we got a special little surprise ourselves. Yes. You want to add anything?
No, just, even if you don't perform, that's okay, because performers need an audience. Without the audience, what's the point? So,
Absolutely.
seriously, we need breathing bodies in those seats to beam the light right back at us. So you be in there, you're performing in your own way. So please just come, bring friends, come with joy in your heart, because it's going to be a lot of fun.
It is going to be fun. Is that like our Christmas party, too?
That is
more
our
or less?
Christmas
Yeah.
party, yes, because there's a lot of people in our community that loves Christmas carols, for example, and so we may not have them on a Sunday here because we have such a variety of a community. We want to represent everyone, so we, end up being fairly generalized. But if something's speaking to your heart, and you just got to get up here and let that little kid inside of you come out and sing when Santa comes to town, by all means, we will cheer you on. Because sometimes you just have to step into your innocence, and that's okay.
Awesome. Gifts, yes.
Yes. Yeah, she's probably standing by.
Let's get her on mic. Just we need the mic, just because there's
Yeah,
people
people
watching
online
and they
needs-
won't hear.
Yeah.
We know how I love the microphone. Not my wife. If you're bringing a gift to exchange, just if you're an adult female, bring a gift for an adult female. Don't put a name on it, just put adult female. And we'll just put it all together, and then we're going to have Santa here, and he'll hand them all out. And if you want to bring extra for the little children, we're going to have balls, Christmas balls.
Yeah.
Come. We have a limit
Yeah.
first on the adult gifts.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. What we're doing
on.
is we're gathering the names of our littles that are in the back usually, because we all know that Christmas time rolls around and sometimes parents have to try to gather gifts. So it feels good to be able to say, man, I'm in the community. I don't really connect with the babies back there, but I could buy a gift. And just that one gift will help somebody at Christmas time. And it's nice to get that gift. You know, the kid knows it's coming from Santa. And it's really the spirit of Santa that we're invoking here. You know,
Great.
the spirit of givingness. So.
Right.
She's going to give us a gift.
Yes. If I'm not able to attend, I know that I put in the youth chat like a present for the baby. I don't know how we would go about like getting that because I probably won't be able to attend for a few weeks.
Yeah.
So I mean,
We know where you live.
Mom
yes.
or dad.
We will make sure. And we have
We know
littles.
where you are.
Yeah, we have littles in our world that are with other parents and they're not here because it's holiday time. We have grandparents in our world that may want to give something because their grandchild's not here, so they may want to give to one of the kids. So those kids will get the gifts. We have kids in our outskirts that don't get to come on a Sunday because our space is too small to hold all that energy. It's
Well,
a
we'll
lot.
make sure you
Yes.
you got yours.
Say,
First
Mom
baby,
and
first
Dad.
baby, y'all.
Like,
Yes.
they can also.
Yes. we will
First
make
baby.
sure
We
more
know
get
there's
there.
lots of need there.
All right. Any
All
other
right.
questions at all about that? You can see me or Norma. And if you have a little in your world that you know of that needs supportive community, please just let us know, and we'll let the rest of them know back there.
Okay. Fourth Sunday of the month. This is our last one in this series from Psychedelic Dreams and Rituals. Gaylyn Grigas will be doing the last chapter of her book on rituals and recovery, endings and new beginnings. So come for that the fourth Sunday, and let's give a nice send off because she's going to be promoting her book in other places next year. So we'll have another surprise for you all for fourth Sundays next year. Yay! Like surprises. And then the last Sunday of the month, we will be doing our Burning Bowl ceremony, which you all heard Cole mention. It's just a beautiful ritual and opportunity for us to release the past, let it go, and what happens when you when you release, you create a vacuum. And so we take time to set intention for 2025, and you will be writing yourselves letters to yourself from the future. So imagine how this works. We do the releasing ritual, you burn off whatever you need to let go of, and then you have that space and you will sit and write yourself a letter from December 2025 of what it is you see yourself experiencing throughout the year. So it's an opportunity for visioning, it's an opportunity for you to just step out in some new ways and see what drops in for you and what might be wanting to express. How does life want to express through you in 2025? So it's a great ritual. It's, I won't say it's fun. It's not fun, but it is enlightening.
It'll be fun this year because we'll have both countries involved
That's
at the same time.
That's
So
right.
CSL Ocala will be represented in Negril, Jamaica at the same time. So we'll be doing our Burning Bowl there, a part of CSL Ocala at the same time. So hopefully the magic of the internet, our tech people are working on that to make that happen where we can be here with you via satellite.
That's right.
For those who are there for the wellness retreat with Gaylyn.
Who's going on the wellness retreat? I know you're going. Look at that. All these folks going to be in Jamaica. How
Yes.
wonderful.
So
So we'll be doing that together.
Yes, we'll still be together. The
Isn't that
magic
fun?
of online.
You know, my favorite Burning Bowl story, we had a young lady, it was her first time visiting here, and she was releasing, she was crying, you could see. Lots of people, it gets emotional, right, letting all this stuff go, you know, and she puts the thing in the fire, and she was to go home that week back to California. And I come back the following week, and she's here. I said, oh, how interesting. Like, what happened to California? She said, burned it in the fire. Burned it in the fire. I'm staying here. I was like, what? That's why I don't give people advice. Right? You imagine telling somebody at 25, yeah, sure, go ahead. Leave your job, leave your life, leave your everything, and come move here. I would never do that. But she knew that was what she needed. So who knows what can happen for you in a burning bowl ceremony. What else? Our annual meeting is coming up February 2nd at 11 a.m. So it's kind of our State of the Union, what's going on, how you can plug in, and our look forward. You know, our new values, we will have that list, as well as probably our new vision and mission. Community garden. Want to say something about that?
So I will be coordinating meeting times for the community garden team this week. So if anyone wants to be a part of the team, now is the time to scan that code. I've got flyers on the table as well. And thank you to everyone who's already responded. I'm excited to work with you.
Oh, can you imagine? We're going to have big raised beds, and we'll be growing all kinds of fresh fruit and veggies. It's so exciting. We've been wanting this for years.
And you'll know what's in the soil.
Yes, but we know every project, everything needs a champion, and thankfully Daniel stepped up to be the champion of this. And it's a little bit different than grounds, because the garden is going to need regular upkeep, different than, you know, taking care of lawn and stuff. Yes, ma'am. Vision, we don't have the date picked yet, but we will. It'll be sometime in January, maybe on a Saturday or maybe after service on Sunday, I'm not sure. The question is vision boards. How many of you have ever made a vision board where you cut out pictures from the magazine and you put it on the poster and you can look at it through the year? That's another fun practice we love to do. So we will be setting the date for that, and we'll hear about that next week.
It's fun to go back like 5 years later and see a vision board, because I found one of mine while I was unpacking. And let me just tell you, there's stuff on that board that I was like, dang, I don't remember that I put that on there. And whoa, I did do that. It's really kind of fun to see, you know, your manifestations coming to life. It's a great way to see it in real time.
It's very fun. All right, the newsletter came out. Thank you, Alore. She's still back there for making it so beautiful. It came out yesterday. And so if you're not receiving it, let us know. We've had some glitches, but you can also access it on the website and on our Facebook page. And Science of Mind magazine, it's still not available, is it? I don't think so. Okay. Volunteer opportunities. You can scan that code, or you can just go and talk to Cole right back there and tell him where you want to plug in. And then our children, I think everyone's in the room, right?
Yep.
Is that right?
We got both of them in the room.
All right.
Oh, wait, we got 2 in the hallway. Let's see if they decide to join us.
Bless our little folks.
Not too loud.
Come on, Kareem. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
It's my inner child.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
She can't hold him hostage forever.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, shine. If I dare, shine, shine. You know you want to shine, shine. All right, so here's what we do now. This is our fun little thing. You rub your hands together and you send some love. And we say, we honor you. We see your light. May it shine on all that you do. And then turn it to yourself, right? For that little one inside of you. I honor you. I see your light. May it shine on all that you do. And so it is. And so we'll do our bless our food.
She's a percussionist.
Coming out here just a minute. Da-da-da-dum. 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 We thank you, God, for giving the things we need for living. The food, the fun, the friendship, the CSL family. Da-da-da-dum. Neat. Da-da-da-dum. Sweet. Da-da-da-dum. 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 Let's eat. All right. Right after the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And so it is. Happy Sunday, y'all. All right.
Thanks for coming.
Do we need
Don't
time?
forget, there's cake and there's sandwich.